Welcome back to Evolve Point, your monthly stop for Shadowverse news and views. I'm your host, Ignideus, and with me, as always, are my co-hosts, Lord Kaelan, Reddit moderator and all that, and SuchPettanko, Shadowverse streamer sometimes, Forestcraft main.
Has it been a month? I feel like it's been longer by now.
It's been like 45 days since the last one.
Yeah, we actually did not record at all during the month of August. I figured that it would just be good to record right at the start of each month, because then we can recap what happened the last month and what happens in the month going forward. So this is what we're doing now. That makes sense to me.
Well,
checks out.
By the way, dear listeners, don't get it twisted. It's not as if we're sick of the game or anything, or we have no interest. I've just been busy.
Yeah.
I've been pretty much like gone the entire month. Like I wasn't able to stream, I wasn't able to record or anything. I've been busy doing. Oh, I guess we'll just skip to the part where we talk about what's been going on.
You want to yap about it? I mean, I'll just say. I'll just say, like, off the bat, like, you know, while I still love Shadowverse, I think certainly some throwbacks are more for me than others, and we'll get into that.
Yeah.
And the Azvaldt one, you say that we didn't lose interest. I lost interest, man. Last month, I did not open the game, basically. I was like, this format is stinky. But now that this new format's out, starting yesterday, I'm like, wait, this is actually fun again. So anyway. I guess we'll just yap about what we've been up to in the interim. Tanka, you seem like you're raring to go. What's been going on with you?
Dude, what hasn't been going on with me? So I had to pause all of my activities because one, I was on vacation for a bit. Two, my PC bricked and I had to rebuild it. And three, I'm in the process of moving as well too. So I've just been gone the entire month, pretty much.
Yeah, you said you only got to play a couple times the whole month. Really, you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, I mean, the Azvaldt, the format is stinky post-mini, but I did miss my chance to actually play some more enhanced Portal. There were a couple of Portal decks I kind of wanted to revisit, but no, I was too busy in Texas.
Yeah, your homeland.
Apparently, it is the state I was born in. Apparently, but so for a while, me and my friends were planning on going on a trip this year. We were originally gonna go to Pokemon World because it was in Hawaii, which is that's where I'm in. Well, Worlds was in a different island, but you know. But apparently, Pokemon World's seating was lottery. It was lottery seating, and we all lost the gacha. So we just kind of shifted plans to go to whatever anime convention we could find last month. And we just happened to go to Texas specifically. I went to, what was it called again? Anime Matsuri.
Oh, I've heard
and
that one.
there wasn't a whole lot to actually do over there. Like there weren't really any interesting events, but we spent pretty much the entire time shopping.
Hell yeah.
I got so many prints, and I thought I wasn't gonna get that much because I already have so many prints and anime figures or whatever, but I got a bit carried away.
I mean, listen, when you're on holiday, that money doesn't count. It's like Monopoly money.
It's not real money. Yeah, it's fake money.
It's fake money.
Yeah, it's Monopoly money. Don't worry about it.
What about you, Kaelan? What have you been doing?
Same as usual, just making money and hunkering down as usual. I played a lot of Shadowverse last month, but I didn't enjoy it. It was definitely one of the worst months I've experienced. I didn't remember Azvaldt being so bad, but it was. I hated it. I actually hated both metas. It was rough. The month before, whatever expansion that was, I forgot. That was Coliseum, right? Yeah. I got Grandmaster in both formats for that one. I played a lot. I loved that format. As well, I got less. Like I barely got top 50k or 5k in this one in Unlimited and Rotational. I just quit. I didn't touch Rotation last month. It was horrible.
I mean, like, that's the thing about throwbacks. Like, you know, certain ones will speak to you. I didn't like the past two at all, but this one is the one that's finally like, oh my god, the game's fun again. Yay.
It feels so much more real. Like boards stay up, trading happens. You can't just banish the entire board every turn.
Well, my issue with the enhanced portal and Wrathblood meta is that one, it was like a 2-deck meta, right? And two, like every game felt the same. And like you
Dude,
quickly just start losing your mind.
The
There's
worst
also
I
the
felt this meta is things like Slain coming down and healing for 12. At least you can like ward against that. Machina 6/6 vampire dude from Bloodcraft.
yeah.
There's a lot of Machina blood on the meta right now.
That's that. I don't know, because from my perspective, from what I remember from Sea Rebellion, all I remember was it being a 2-class meta of pretty much just Haven and just Swordcraft. And there
There's a lot
has
of
been there has been a little bit more variety on my ladder, but it's still primarily Haven and Sword from my perspective.
Rune is good too. Rune is good too. I think
Yeah,
generally
I think it's
the top 3 decks are like pretty even, with Sword probably being the most consistent. But there are other playable decks in other classes. They're just nowhere near as good as the other 3, right? That's the thing.
Haven and Sword were the most dominant in Sea Rebellion by far, but this is a rare case where it being post mini actually does help. It actually does help because Solomon Spellboost Rune is actually viable for a couple of weeks. It immediately died in the next expansion, but still, Solomon is cute. Solomon is one of the most refreshing ways to it was one of the most refreshing playstyles for Spell Boost because it wasn't just the standard, oh, you reduce all your stuff and play things for free, which you do, but in a very like creative way.
I mean, Arcus Gremory Fairy is also playable right now, and so is, I mean, we sort of skipped ahead here talking about this format. I didn't even get to yap about what I've been up to. Hello?
Yeah, what did you do, Igni? Hello?
Well, I started a new channel for Cardfight Vanguard because
yeah, you did that this month.
This last month I was not enjoying Azvaldt, so I was like, what can I do that still feels productive and is like a good creative outlet? So I started a new channel, and it's been going really well, and I'm happy about it.
Hell yeah.
And also
go check out Twin Drive, even if you don't know about Cardfight Vanguard, go check out Twin Drive. It's good stuff.
So true. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tonko is also on that channel actually, so you get more Evolve Point a little bit on that one.
Yeah, Evolve Point at home.
2 out of 3. Yeah. But I mean, that's been fun, and also like a lot of IRL stuff, to be honest. Like not all good stuff. I took sort of a break from streaming for the past couple of weeks, but I'm back to it, especially now that the meta is less horrific. So that's pretty much it. And what else did I do? I started getting into other card games a little bit more, just because, you know, since Shadowverse is in that maintenance mode. So I've been studying up on Grand Archive, and I somehow have a gig on that now where I'm casting Grand Archive in September, so that's fun. Later this month. And
I had a chance to try out Grand Archive during my vacation.
You didn't like it, right?
Well, it was simply just because the starter decks were like really, really poorly designed. At least that's how I felt like. But the mechanics are really interesting. I gotta see what real gameplay looks like. I gotta see what real decks look like.
They just released a new card in the Proxy Azvaldt, which means that anybody can print it out and play it legally, which is nice in actual legal play. It's sort of how they balance the game between sets, is that they can just like give out free cards that you can print yourself, and it's legal in standard play. And the new card gives the worst champion like, oh, suddenly you can clear the board and put 10,000 spells that deal damage into your deck, and it's like, okay, it's like a Shadowverse digital card.
They made a custom card for the worst deck.
Yeah, they actually did make a custom card for the worst deck. It reads like every time you sacrifice a herb, get a counter on this, and then you can sacrifice this, use all the counters, deal that much to the entire board, and then shuffle that many Cosmic Bolts into your deck. And each Cosmic Bolt you cast gets stronger with each other Cosmic Bolt you cast. So in the end game, you just fill your deck with Cosmic Bolts and then just spam it out. And it's like, this is actually a Shadowverse card.
I didn't really enjoy my sample games, but everything I've heard about the Grand Archive devs sounds based. Like Everything about them just sounds lovely.
It's just an interesting experience because they're a smaller company, so you get to talk to people more who are
And
like,
they actually listen.
yeah. Anyway, so that's been cool. I've been playing Vanguard, I've been playing Little Grand Archive, and now I'm back to playing Shadowverse, and that's it from me. Are we done with the Yappington, or did you have any final words?
Games. You playing Forest this month, which isn't really in the meta. I'm ranked 23rd by Forest wins after 2 days, so that's nice.
You're the only forest strongest soldier. I mean, I guess we'll just take that opportunity to head straight into the news, and then we can talk a little more about the meta later. First up,
news? Is anything happening?
Yeah, looking back on August, since we didn't do an episode the entirety of last month, we can talk about this news now. Acceleradium got restricted again in Unlimited. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Screw that card.
That
May it burn in hell. I'm seeing people today, this day of our Lord, begging for Acceleradium to come back, forgetting how bad it's been.
Not
you. No, not you, Petty.
Well,
Taco wants the dog to die. That's the thing. This is whole
yeah.
thing.
I just want the dog to die.
I
honestly think that all of the problems that Unlimited Forestcraft has would be solved if they just put the dog down. Because standard augmentation Acceleradium were really, really annoying in Unlimited. But it only really got pushed that hard when the dog dropped.
Yeah, I mean, like,
while that's true, the dog doesn't cheat play points, and that draw and play point cheat from Augment and Accel are the problems. It's not just dog. It's not just that you can play so many.
Yeah, but dog single-handedly makes
the play points.
Dog single-handedly makes Rezo and Evo broken in Artifact as well. If it wasn't for a dog, it would just be pure Artifact. And
if it wasn't for dog, Spinario's Artifact would be worse too.
Evo Portal is why the dog needs to die, as well as Accel.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me like, I know Acceleradium and Augmentation are broken and they should be restricted. It's just I wish the dog would get hit.
I think it's really funny that they unrestricted it for like a couple months, and they were like, "No, that was a mistake. Let's go back." And honestly, while it's easy to clown on them for something like that, I appreciate them, just trying stuff out, make more Unlimited more interesting.
They got me to play Unlimited again for a couple weeks. Thanks.
Yeah.
And now never again.
No, I think it's legitimately fine. Like, I know it's easy to be like, haha, they made a mistake and now they're walking it back. But I think it's actually better that they, are trying stuff, like restricting different stuff in Unlimited to see what would make a better environment. That's fine by me.
At least they're willing to admit they made a mistake there. Yeah. That's fine.
And they're willing to try out, letting stuff back in and stuff like that. And I appreciate that. Even in this phase of like Shadowverse being on maintenance mode, they're still tinkering with it, which I think it's kind of nice. Anyway,
the one thing with hitting Acceleradium is that not only does it severely weaken Forestcraft again, which is one thing, but like the nature of Throwback rotation and how Throwback the cards in Throwback rotation will get nerfed in Unlimited format as well too. Like, I don't know, Kaelan, like, can you vouch, like, a lot of decks, didn't several decks die because of Throwback last month?
Really big one. I didn't notice it because I didn't play much Unlimited last month, like, not as much as the month before that. Soul Taker didn't exist.
Yeah.
It was reverted, so Soul Taker was gone. And I would assume right now Soul Taker's back to being the top deck in Unlimited, just because it's been reverted to its now post-buff state.
It's so scuffed the way they do that too. Like, you'd think they'd be able to make two different versions of the same card. They do it when like special formats come out. Why can't they do it for a Throwback and Unlimited? I don't get it.
They do that all the time.
Deck builder. Like, when the other formats are around, those are usually in the arena. They're take two drafting kind of things. The cards have to be the same for the deck builder. I think it is.
Dude, the spaghetti code is crazy.
That's why we're getting a new engine.
That's why we need the new engine, man.
It's stuff like that for sure.
Anyway,
I just imagine last month of Unlimited was just like blood aggro, just wrath and stuff. I don't know.
Kozumi was in the top, definitely. I remember seeing a lot of mirror matches with that. I was playing Kozumi because I'm still grinding out my Forest wins. I've only got 178 to go before I'm done with Forest, and I'm never playing that class again But being a forest main for the past few months, it's been rough. It's just
It
Hozumi,
just
man.
it just seems like it's so much more difficult for them to balance unlimited format now, especially because of throwback spaghetti code. Because it makes it even more difficult for them to collect data on what decks might be too problematic if it's just gone for a couple weeks, you know?
every throwback just completely throws the balance out of whack, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, which we were hoping Unlimited would be a bit more evergreen than that, but with balance updates to nerf the decks that are too oppressive. But no, Unlimited changes because whatever is in the custom rotation changes, and that's had some detrimental effects. Like for a moment there, Temptress Vampire got completely unnerfed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Or
that's true.
was it unbuffed? I can't quite remember. I think it was unbuffed.
It was
for 1
unbuffed.
month
Yep.
and unnerfed for one. Whereas it became in its state where when you draw it, you just take 10 damage. And a lot of people didn't notice that and were still trying to play old handless blood decks.
And they just die. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I liked it. Anyway, well, let's cover the events of August as well. At the start of August, so this is the way that they do the events now. By the way, in case you missed out and you're not aware, at the end of every date ending with the number 1, there's a new event. So the 1st of the month, the 11th of the month, and the 21st of the month is when they do new events for that month. Keep that in mind. So at the start of August, on the 1st or whatever, they had a daily free pack ×5 thing. It looks like that's going to be a thing in every throwback, because we're getting that in September as well. And they also had the 8th anniversary evolving treasure chest event. Did you guys interact with that event at all? Or you had to like fight to make your treasure chest better?
I always get every treasure chest in every chest event.
But it wasn't
So
even
that
a typical chest event. It was like a new type of chest event where like the chest gets stronger every time you play.
We had the evolving chest event exactly 1 time in the past, I'm pretty sure.
I am much more of a fan of it because it guarantees, like, you know how many wins you need to get every chest.
Yeah,
And,
it does feel
you
less grindy.
Definitely get more rewards from the evolving chest event because you almost always get a pack ticket and more than 150 rupees. So it was just outright better than normal chest events, at least for me.
I did not have a chance to grind it. Wait, what were the sleeves for that?
I don't know, dude.
Because I know I missed.
You're making me go back and look. Oh my god.
I mean, it's not that important. It's not that important. But I did miss the Take 2 sleeves, which was Anea. I missed the Anea sleeves, and I'm slightly upset about
the
that.
evolving chest event was there was no cosmetics for that.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh yeah.
And
This
then
current one,
in the middle of August,
we'll get to that later.
There was the Azvaldt Throwback Rotation Cup event, and that one had Anea cosmetics. That's the one you missed.
No.
You guys do that?
I mean, clearly I didn't. But...
Mid-August. Was that the tech? No, that
no,
was
it's the Throwback
season
Rotation
97.
Cup. It was just Azvaldt Rotation.
I
couldn't
stopped
pay me to play that.
My wins. Dude, it was so bad. I stopped tracking my wins. Normally, for every major event like that, I track like my runs, what I get from them. I just ignored it for that one. I think I got the sleeves. I'm not sure.
I mean, for me,
still
it's
no
like
search function in the sleeves menu.
It's twofold, you know. Not only is it a recent meta, but it's also a horrible meta. So it's like I don't want to relive this. First of all, it's not that far away from my recent memory, and second of all, it's not fun to play. So I just didn't bother.
I think I returned home from vacation right when round 1 ended. So I was like, oh no, Group B, no, I can't do. I'm not gonna be able to do this. There's no way.
Lamau. Anyway, and then the end of the month event for August was the Calamity Take 2 Cup with the Muse Princess cosmetics. Yay!
Oh yeah.
Oh okay,
I accidentally beat the Group B finals for that one.
Nice.
So
what even was the Calamity Take 2 meta like, Kaelan? Because you're the only one who played.
That's such a weird, specific Take 2 choice.
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
Bro, that was like a week ago. How am I supposed to remember?
What? It was a week. What are you, like an old man? You like lost all your memories?
So what's the name of that one? There's a Bloodcraft 3-cost card that can't be attacked. It's like Helvetia or something like
Halicena.
that. Yeah, okay. So Blood plays that, and you quit the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not joking.
Yeah. There's like no
Oh,
out.
Blood is like so OP
Because-
in that format too because they have Dark Emperor too, which is just like
Yeah.
unkillable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they play a card that not only can't be attacked, it also has a bubble and gains attack just rolling over your opponent.
Yeah, dude,
I lost
Blood
that
is super broken in
so
that
many
format.
times.
Yeah.
Blood was undisputed the top deck, but Portal could draft Calamity, and yeah, that
Randy
just
mentioned.
obviously Calamity wins the game. It's just such a valuable card.
I just think that being able to get Halasena early and then Dark Emperor late means that you win like 9 out of 10 of your runs.
You don't need to get to Dark Emperor. You kill them with just the cumulative damage before turn 7.
No, but like
Just
if they spend all the resources to take out Halasena, they're behind. Then you just land Dark Emp and then you just instantly win.
No, bro, just slam a second Halasana. It's just it's over.
You can do that.
Anyway, now that we're in September, yippee! Azvaldt is over. The evil is defeated. We can look forward to these new events. At the start of September, as usual, we have the daily free pack thing. It's happening right now. So is a chest event, but it's a regular chest event. Womp womp. And
Mania sleeves.
yeah, it is. It's pretty good. And also, it's a leader bundle is in the store right now. Funny enough, so you can get it's a 10-pack bundle for 1k crystals. The 10th pack of the first and second bundle has a guaranteed legendary or leader card from the current throwback, and the 10th pack of the third bundle has a guaranteed leader card, and you can exclude which ones you don't want. And you also get Dark Jean cosmetics, so that's fun too. Yeah.
I find it incredible that they're still putting so much effort into these bundles that cost like 1,000 rupees, and people are buying them. Like they're still making
I
money.
buy them sometimes.
Damn.
Tonko is still vying, and he's still trying to get all the leaders, brother. Listen. Not only do you get the leader, but guys, you get a poster for your room in Shadowverse too, dude. It's such good value.
Oh yeah. Last month I was able to get I opened, what was it, 790 Resurgent Legends packs before I got one of the leaders from that pack. Instantly traded for the other two, globed all 3. So now I have every background leader, and the backgrounds are probably the most important thing that's going to transfer over to Shadowverse too. But now I actually just had the straight thought. We're getting these backgrounds for the home screen of Shadowverse, right? We already don't spend a lot of time looking at the home screen of Shadowverse now. But in Shadowverse 2, it's going to have the lobby mode, the hub mode. So presumably you're going to be spending a lot less time looking at the animated backgrounds.
That's why you need the freaking posters, dog. That's the only thing that matters. Is the poster in your room.
Watch the background specifically be like wallpapers, like fill up your entire wall with
hell yeah.
with soul
be able
tickers.
to, with my little guy, go up and you know, the walls animated, and you know how the art is on these backgrounds. Some of them are very provocative. All I'm saying.
So anyway,
anyway,
I was trying to see how long that silence could last after he said that.
So anyway, I'm debating. I don't need Jean sleeves, right? But I could try to whale for a third Lishana leader. You want to know what's sad? You want to know what's really sad? I've been spending all my gold on Resurgent Legends trying to get a third Sephi leader. And not only did I not get that third Sephi leader, but I didn't even play Sephi last month anyway, because 1, I was busy, and 2, Sephi was bad because it was post-mini.
Yeah, no, Sephi I didn't see her anywhere in Rota.
Anyway, mid-September is the Rebellion Throwback Rotation Cup, and I think I actually am going to play this one, which is a shame because the cosmetics is a character I do not care about at all. It's Pascal. So it's like, whatever.
I like Pascal. Pascal's fine.
Whatever. And then at the end of the month, it's the Take-Two All-Stars Cup.
All-Stars.
All-Stars is back, and the cosmetics. Tonko. It's Xion, Mercurial Aegis. Sorry, Immortal
Xion
Aegis.
mentioned.
That's the original.
All right. It's a Portal craft, so I will have to play.
You do have to play, yeah.
And it's All-Stars anyway. I always go hard in All-Stars anyway.
Exactly. All right, well, moving on from the news to the esports section, as you can imagine, not much is happening. In JCG news, they are still holding regular events, and pretty much throughout the entirety of last month, unsurprisingly, Wrath and Enhance dominated the format. What a shocker. There were some outliers though, like some people got Discard Dragon to the top cut, Commander Sword, Arm Dragon, Crystallize Haven, etc. But by and large, it's like Wrath and Enhance, and that's it, right? That's the thing.
Was Commander Sword toilets?
Yeah, it's Toilet Sword.
Oh, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, they made it work. And then also for Rage, guys, remember in Japan, there is a big Rage tournament culminating before Worlds Beyond comes out for Throwback Rotation, has actual money on the line. And the September online qualifier rounds have started. The thing is, I'm pretty sure you have to be in Japan for it because it does use the Shadow Navi app that you can only get in Japan, I'm pretty sure. So even though it's online, so rip you. Only Japan gets money tournaments in this dead period, okay? Not any of the rest of us.
That was the case
Unlucky.
before as well.
It is what it is.
That's what we get for being in the wrong spawn.
I know.
Yeah, should have just picked a different server.
By the way, we're not even 30 minutes into this recording. 15 minutes was talking about Tanko going to Anime Matsuri, and now we're already on the question of the week segment.
I mean, I could keep going. I could keep
Oh
going if
my
you wanted
god,
to.
this was such an excellent question of the week.
Yep. I asked last week, or not last week. I should change it to question of the month, right? I should. I'm literally updating the doc right now. It still says week. I'm changing it to month. Question of the month last month was, what caused the Worlds Beyond delay? Wrong answers only. And I picked out 3 answers here. Some of them were really mad. Not at me, but at the delay. So I picked out all the ones that weren't, like, just maulding because we're a lighthearted show, right? Raymond Flage says, Shadowverse Worlds Beyond delay was a 4D chess move by Cygames. The delay forces us to play other games and thus experience Worlds Beyond Shadowverse.
Oh
Well,
my
I mean, it
lord.
makes sense. I did spend like 2.5 whole weeks playing Elden Ring nonstop, so
Hell yeah.
yeah.
bro, you know what's Igni? You know what's sad? Card Fight Vanguard Dear Days 2 comes out before Worlds Beyond.
That's true.
How embarrassing.
That's tough.
Multiple Uma Musume games will actually come out before.
Oh my
Worlds
god, you're
Beyond.
right.
That's true, yeah.
Multiple.
The Uma Musume party game just came out, and the Uma Musume English port might come out before Worlds Beyond too. That's crazy. A waifuless weeb writes, it's me. I delayed Worlds Beyond, and you'll never play it unless you can get past me. I like the aura. It's very threatening. And
You did this.
Yeah. I'll kill you. What's that? What Shulk says?
Yeah.
That one cutscene. And BSG Beer Money says they're trying to figure out how to make a comprehensive mahjong tutorial for us Western players. Hey, I need it too. All right.
I have a
Impossible.
feeling they're not going to have a tutorial for that. They're just
Best
gonna
of
throw you
luck.
into the
Ah.
Just
waters.
go in raw.
Impossible
Hell
to
yeah.
learn game.
I mean, I still gotta teach you, Igni, how to play Mahjong.
I
but,
don't
like,
understand it.
Here's the thing. I've been playing Mahjong for years, and I have no clue how to explain it.
You just play
Because I
based on
have-
vibes.
Just
Exactly. I
figure it
literally
out.
play by feel.
What were your answers for this?
I don't really have an answer for this. I was in
Wow.
a sort of like fugue state the past few months, going like, what do I do now? Until I figured out that I can make another channel for another game, and I'm like, oh, that's what I can do. That's what I can spend my time on.
What about you, Petty?
I probably had an answer a month ago, but I don't remember. But like, jokes aside, I still don't understand what could have gone so wrong that they would have to make a delay like that far ahead. You know, it's still, yeah, sure, program video games hard or whatever. It is difficult making video game. I understand that, but it is still just a trading card game. Like,
Trust, when they release the game, you'll go onto one of the arcade terminals for the online lobby, and instead of putting you into Shadowverse, it puts you into Bloodborne for PC.
Link start. Dude, that's weeks away. Yeah. Don't get me started on that. I wrote down my answer for why Worlds Beyond was delayed in the comment section of the last podcast.
Yeah, I
And the
didn't pick your
answer is-
comment, Kaelan. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Worlds Beyond was delayed so they can release the Monster Hunter Souls like Project Awakening that's been in dev hell forever.
Yeah, when is that happening? That's
That'll
also a
that'll
question.
come out before Worlds Beyond. That's the answer.
No. That's a big call,
Okay, yeah,
considering
no,
that
that's
was
not
like a
happening.
tech
That's
demo
not
for the
happening.
PS5 and then never came out.
PS5. It was years before the PS5 got announced. Bruh, I don't even know what it was for.
Well, that leads us to next month's question, which is something that I'm kind of baffled by, is why haven't they announced the next throwbacks? Like, it's already September.
God, you're right.
It's the last of the throwbacks they've announced. Why haven't they announced what's next? So my question to you is, what format do you want to see next and why? And frankly, at this point, because we haven't had an announcement, are we going to get another format? Like, why haven't they announced what's coming next? That's the big,
We
the big
live
question.
in a perpetual hell where it's just a loop of these 3 formats.
Oh
for
my
9
god!
months.
If Azvaldt comes back every 3rd month, I'm out, dude.
Give us a month of something super duper boomer. Something so old before Forestcraft came out, so I can finally play a thing that isn't Forestcraft. Give me a break.
The thing is, I don't think that they're gonna do that because,
Genesis.
like, they said like it's only rotation blocks that existed, right? So it's like that's never gonna
No.
happen, man.
But if we go back as far as Chronogenesis, Portal will exist, but he won't be able to play it. He won't be able to get
True.
any wins.
Dude, people
True.
played it, but only for the novelty at the time. They're just like, Deus Ex, that's a cool card. I win every 1 in
Yeah.
10 games, but I'm still having fun because it's new. Sweet summer days. Anyway, that's it for this month's episode. You'll notice that there was no main topic because what could we possibly talk about?
What other games we're playing, bruh?
Yeah, well,
We could talk about me trying to fix my PC and how I had to build a whole new PC. But that's a discussion for another day.
I was just gonna say on that note, before Tanko does that, I'm gonna end the episode here. If you are looking forward to the next Evolve point, don't, because it's gonna be another month before that happens. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Steel Rebellion meta. Man, my brain's fried. In the comments below, I'm having a good time. I'm actually back to streaming it. Tanko, you should start streaming soon.
I will once I finish moving.
Speaking of, you can find Tanko on twitch.tv/SuchPettanko. You can find me on youtube.com/Ignideus. And you can find Kaelan. Where can you find you?
Twitter. Basically just Twitter. I just post my wins.
Anyway, that's it for this episode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.